Kia ora, still some wet weather around for the country as we head through Good Friday. The system out towards the west, what's left of tropical cyclone Tam, still a very active feature, sits there. And it continues to feed that warm, muggy air across us, and that rainfall piling in towards places like the Bay of Plenty, northern Tairāwhiti, and up in towards northwest Tasman. You'll notice a bit of clearance between this system and the next one coming in as we head through the night time. So some clearer skies and some lighter winds for Auckland, but we have still got more showers as we head through the night time tonight, perhaps with some thunder as well. As we head through the night time, you can see we're generally still in that northerly feed of air across the country. More clouds still on the eastern coast of the Southland. Showers and spells of rain pushing across from the west. Could be one or two rumbles of thunder in that mix as it runs through there. Still keeping a fair covering of cloud through the Bay of Plenty. On the other side of the hills though, down through Napier and into Wairarapa, generally dry and clear through the night time. But this area of wet weather across northwestern Tasman stays in place. Some heavy rain warnings for you right the way through into Sunday. One thing not lacking overnight will be our temperatures. Look at these as our overnight minimum temperatures. 14 degrees Celsius in Dunedin, 14 in Christchurch as well. Head northwards, you're looking at overnight temperatures of 18 and 19 degrees Celsius. Now that's not far off an average temperature for this time of year during the day. So an incredibly warm, muggy night in store to start Saturday. Now Tam stays very much close by off that western coast. That northerly wind is still with us. More wet weather pushing on towards the western coast of the Southland, feeding in towards northwestern parts of the Tasman district and on towards that western side of the Northland as well. Some breaks, I think we'll find some clearance for places like Auckland, the Coromandel through the afternoon on Saturday, but I think for places like the Bay of Plenty, those northerly winds just keep that cloud amongst you and some showers, spells of rain right the way through the daytime as well. There are still some heavy rain warnings in place for places like the Coromandel. That starts to ease off during the daytime on Friday. But for areas like the Bay of Plenty and these northern parts of Tairāwhiti and the eastern parts of the Bay of Plenty, those warnings will persist with that rain sticking around till Saturday, even Sunday in some of those regions. Also heavy rain warning for Taranaki Maunga and those northwestern parts of the Tasman region, north of Motueka, as we head through in towards the as we head through Friday, Saturday, and even into Sunday for you as well. Speaking of the daytime, though, let's have a look at Saturday. We start off with those showers or longer spells of rain running through Auckland. Some clearance there as that first front pulls away, but I think more showers and wet weather there to start the day on Saturday. For the Bay of Plenty, I think you might find it's a struggle to get much brightness through the day. Showers and spells of rain on and off through the daytime through there. Generally though, drier, brighter, clearer out on this eastern coast and pretty warm as well. Places like Napier and Gisborne, even down in towards Wellington, I think we'll find some clearer skies and some sunshine. A bit more in the way of showery weather just arriving as we head towards the end of the day. But it's worth saying, not nearly as windy as we've been seeing recently, although we've got the risk of perhaps some thunderstorms later on. It's not as wet for the likes of, say, Northland and Auckland, but do keep a close eye on the radar charts. And there are still some severe weather warnings around the Bay of Plenty and for Taranaki, Mount Taranaki, as we head through into Sunday. So there is still some wet weather around. As I said though, it starts off at very warm and top temperatures. 26 degrees Celsius there for Napier. Very, very impressive for this time of year. Even down towards Wellington, we're looking at highs of 24 degrees Celsius. And overnight again, Saturday into Sunday, it stays very mild. 17 to about 19 degrees Celsius seems to be the order of the night. Down on the South Island, with that system, Tam off towards the west, we have those northerly winds pushing that rain into the top of the country. Heavy rainfall through the Tasman district, particularly those northwestern areas. But you can see that rain also pushes in through Westland, over the tops of the Southern Alps and towards the Canterbury High Country by the end of the day. But for Christchurch, although I think it might have a bit of a cloudy start, generally the afternoon is drier and brighter, but we might find a few showers pushing in from the Canterbury High Country later in the day. But generally I think a dry one. You can see in the south though, our next area of wet weather pushing up to Southland by the end of the day. And I think that's only going to gradually move northwards through Otago and up in towards Canterbury. But it is, again, still very warm down south. This is a very warm air mass. This has been dragged in by that large system. So top temperatures in Christchurch, 21 degrees Celsius, and your overnight minimums for 13, 14 degrees Celsius. Once again, a very warm night as we head through in towards Easter Sunday. So here we are looking at Sunday. You can see we've still got this circulation. It's much weaker by the time we head through towards Sunday, but it does still have that northerly component, which keeps more showers in towards places like the Tasman area. We'll find a bit of wet weather moving up the South Island, that band of rain reaching in towards Otago, perhaps reaching Canterbury by the afternoon, or Christchurch by the afternoon, I should say. For the North Island, we're still going to find a fair covering of cloud through the Bay of Plenty. Generally a little bit clearer and brighter towards Auckland. You can see that we still find a few of these showers wrapping around this low pressure system, and that's something to watch out for. Just on this eastern coast, you can see this feed of air coming in from the north again. Just keeping a close eye on that. May well find a bit of a wave on that front, which pushes a little bit more in the way of wet weather back towards the far tip of Tairāwhiti and then runs down towards the Chatham Islands as we head through Monday and Tuesday. But generally, I think things are getting better as we head towards the middle part of next week. Our winds turn back to when we are much cooler southerly, and hopefully we'll find that the back edge of Tam clears through with just a bit more cloud and some showers. That's it from me. There's more at MetService.com.